Hopefully this will be a nice quick video for you guys. I had a viewer contact me and asked me to do a roof inspection on their RV. I don't really know what kind of RV it is. I only know that we're going to Fort McDowell Casino. And I love that area. I love that red mountain. Might be hard to see or appreciate, but that's a green desert because we've gotten a lot of rain recently. Who in their right mind is staying in Arizona in an RV in the summer? Seriously, Phoenix in the summer is not a good place for RVs. It's just like going to North Dakota in the winter. Don't do it. Follow the good weather. That's why it's mobile. Here we go. Alright, I guess here we are at Ventana. They just contacted me and asked me if I would do a roof inspection. I don't really know what to expect. All we're going to do is get on the roof like we normally do, and I'll let them know what I find up there. And this is a Ventana. It's a Newmar, so it should be a one-piece fiberglass roof. I don't know what year it is. It looks like a pretty new one. All right, so we're going to do a roof inspection on this 2017 Ventana from Newmar. Let's head up. All right, now we start at the back with a ladder. It's really nice. Not all diesels give you a ladder anymore. All right. So it's not uncommon for a Newmar to have a Turnabon on the rear cap to roof. But yeah, we got a lot of solar up here. Might have to put a ladder up over there. Oh, I already have a ladder up over there. So Newmar would not have installed this right here on the ladder. This is aluminum backed foil tape, or a Turnabon. Usually has a tar underlayment on it. I don't know if you guys can see how black it is. It's basically just flashing from the home store. So right here, that Turnabon just got damaged when somebody walked on it. There's really no real concern on it. You could cut that just so it doesn't peel anymore. But there's really no reason to do any true repair on it. It's still acting as good flashing. This is the back cap. I don't see any issues with that. I will agree that doesn't look wonderful. These are push-in grommets. There's really no reason that they should have been sealed, to be honest. It's kind of gross. Because they're always going to be flexing like that. And the rubber gasket or grommet should be the good seal. And right here, that's going to be Dicor. It does look like it cracked a little bit. That could be cleaned off and resealed just to pretty it up. But that's just going to be cosmetic again because the actual real seam is right back here. That was just a way to terminate the Turnabon end. That solar panel looks mounted well. Newmar would have installed this. This is another one of those solar panels. They can say they put solar on it. It's just a battery maintainer for the chassis battery. It doesn't do anything. It's just a sales gimmick. Everything looks fine. I don't see an issue with that. Somebody resealed this with metal Turnabon for whatever reason, but it's working. They did the same thing on this fantastic vent over here. That's pretty crazy. I don't know why somebody would spend this kind of time doing that. The cover that should have been there has been removed. That's just going to be pinned on. I would suspect this skylight's been replaced then. It's kind of hard to see, but I can look through it. I can actually see dirt, so it's pretty easy to see water's been getting there. So I would recommend resealing with a lap seal under here. I mean, you can see the sealant itself. Man, that wasn't a very good seal job there either. It's kind of gapped. So definitely want to get some more sealant on there. More like how it is here. Whoever put that metal tape on probably had it here too, but then the skylight got broken. So I would want to reseal that. That's just going to be Dicor again. Let's see, that roof AC shroud is cracked. Just use some duct tape to hold it on. AC shrouds are actually pretty important. Direct to air, on the outside blower across the coil. So without the shroud on it, or if it's broken in places, obviously it's not weatherproof, but also it's not directing air across the coils, and it can cause the ACs to overheat and trip breakers. Hard to see, but that's what these holes right there are for. I can feel air coming out right there. So it's drawing it up through here, blowing across the coils. Look down the radius. This radius right here is all part of the fiberglass one-piece seamless roof. Has a silicone edge right there. Looks good. Tell me that you just had the solar put on recently. They did a good job keeping the solar panels in the sun, but they did not really leave much of a walking spot for us. But I think I can safely make it along the corridor right there, because I have a slide out right there I can fall on if I fall. Now these slide out toppers are Carefree slide out toppers, but they're an acrylic or more of a cloth, so these shouldn't tear as easily. If anything, the seams would split. But that thread looks good. Let me try to carefully walk across again. There we go. This wiring is all part of the solar setup. This is the full wall slide out here. It's honestly in good shape. I don't see any problem with the fabric. The roof radius looks good. All the way to there. Kind of surprised to see condensate coming from the ACs onto the roof. That Newmar didn't have drain systems put in, but I didn't see any. This satellite again. Man, I can tell you, I don't really like all this seam tape. I don't think it solved any problems. If anything, like right here, it probably causes more problems. It's never going to get against the wires right there. Now it created a funnel for water coming off the roof, cascading off the roof to go straight into there and overloading it. So I would honestly recommend cutting this part out. That way we're not creating a funnel for the water to go into. Now, I may not have shown it, but I am checking all the roof ACs to make sure they're not loose. Newmar uses a bolt down technique down into the roof instead of a clamp from underneath. That sewer vent looks good. This fantastic vent looks good, along with this fantastic vent. It's crazy that they put them right next to the AC like that. The patio awning fabric, I don't see anything wrong with it. A lot of times they'll be loose from the metal wrap, but I don't see that either. It's a bit strange that the awning arm has to stick up a little bit from the sidewall there. But I don't see an issue with the roof radius. Again, this is a one-piece fiberglass gel coat roof. I don't know what that is. That's just bird poop maybe. I'm a little concerned that I have a nut right here. It should be a nut for something on this. Oh, there it is. Nut for the satellite. L and B. It's crazy that one's loose and that one's loose. I'll have to tighten those up. We'll hurry up to the other side. This roof AC looks pretty good. This front cap, same problem with the Dicor right there on the edge. I don't see any real issues with the front cap. I guess I can recommend resealing the rear clearance lights. These are just XM and navigation satellite antennas. And this is a radio antenna that we're missing, but I think I found it right there. Are we gonna luck out? I think so. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a tool. This is adjustable in the back, so it's at least going with the wind. The TV antenna, obviously somebody had to do some work on it for some time. I don't know if it got ripped off and they replaced it, and so they took off the old, whoever put that metal Eternabond on, that flashing, they took it off. It's gonna be really difficult to get this stuff off after the fact. Yeah, that's like tar. That's why I don't like tape, because it's such a big cleanup mess. But there it is. I appreciate the solar panel installers making sure it's not getting shade cast on it, but it really is nice to leave a corridor for servicing on a roof. I know you asked for one of these to be moved 3 feet. But of course, my opinion is any extra hole in the roof is a bad extra hole. I'd rather leave them where they're at rather than putting at least 3 holes a foot. There's 4 feet, so that's 12 holes. And I'll have to move the wires too, so that's a lot of extra holes to put in somebody's roof. And having the components there is a much better sealing surface than just putting a dab on the actual hole. So I'm going to try to talk them out of moving it. There it is, 2017 Newmar Ventana roof. One-piece fiberglass gel coat roof. I don't know why somebody went crazy with the stick down flashing, but it is working, except for there. Everywhere else we're looking really good. I'll go give them the information and I'll give them my recommendations. And for the most part, we're just going to be using self-leveling die-core sealant on the skylight there and on the roof seams on the front and rear caps. Everywhere else would have just been clear silicone. It doesn't need clear silicone, just needs a little bit of roof maintenance. Whoever installed that skylight didn't do a very good job though. I'm just going to shimmy down my telescoping ladder on this side so I don't have to risk my life again. Whew. I mean, truth be told, that skylight installation isn't great. Best case scenario would be to pull it back up again. It's really difficult to pull up a skylight without breaking it. I guess sometimes discretion is a better choice. It should be sealed. It's not showing signs of leaking inside. We want to just add die-core on top to act as flashing to redirect the water. But I'll give my recommendations. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys.